best of three between the mighty and super player Chaos Master Dark in the bottom left. In the top and right, top and right, it is the creator, creator of styles, creator of insanity sometimes, because he does some weird mistakes, but I hope we're not gonna see them in this series, because when he doesn't, he looks excellent, exciting, and extravagant and extroverted, all those E words. Map's gonna be Frostline. We haven't seen this yet today, I think. It's one of the more unpopular maps for some reason. Maybe because it's really spread out. After your third base or your fourth base, kind of become very dragged out, and then you kind of get 5 or 6 bases, maybe? It's gonna be very tough though. But this is a more of a low base map. Not like, for example, Kingscough, right? You get like a extremely compact 5 base layout and can extremely, like, this is such a defensible position. 3 bases on high ground and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, we're not on Kingscough, so let's not dwell on that one. This one is a little bit more aggressive, it feels like. It's hard to defend, so kind of expecting some aggressive play here, maybe from both players. I wonder who picked this map. I would guess Dark. But let's wait and see. Maybe Creator has something nice in store for us. Wouldn't be surprised to see maybe a little bit of a different opening here, not the Stargate opening. Dark, of course, going nice and early into the hatchery. Is not going to get blocked, so does get it down on the location he wants it to be in. There's a dead tree. There's 3 healthy trees, and then there's one that's not healthy. Now Adept. As the first unit. It's kind of making me consider this is going to be a Stargate, but in fact he does not cancel this upgrade, so it's going to be a Twilight. And I'm happy to see it. Now what is he going to do with this? He's going to show the Adept, of course, but he does not reveal if he actually does commit to the Shade or not, and he's going to keep it at home. Now he's going to make a Stalker behind this one, and Dark's going to try and come in with the Overlord and see, hey, where's your Stargate? He's just going to scrape by, it seems, and this trajectory might cost him that actual scout, because this Twilight is so far in the back. Now a Robo with that one. If Dark does not turn around when he gets hit by the Stalker might actually completely mess up that scout. And yeah, he's gonna try and save this. He's gonna try and save the Overlord. Wow. Yeah, he's not gonna get the scout. That's a great play from Creator so far. Now, this is gonna be a Glaive's attack with a Warp Prism and probably 4 gates. So this is gonna be super aggressive here by Creator. He really wants to... Wait, how many gates is it? Yeah, 4 gates, right? Yeah, going up to 4 gates, there we go. I was wondering if he was going up 1 more, actually. Now he's gonna throw down a pylon here in the north to see if that Overlord comes in at any time. Warp Prism is on the way. Glaives is halfway done. He sees there is no 3rd base, and he's like, wait, you should be on your way to a 3rd at this point, shouldn't you? Where's your 3rd? He's gonna throw down a Bailing Nest. That's a great call. Can be perfect against those Shading Adepts, but it's still execution based. Creator warping in the first couple. Warp Prism is gonna be out now, and he's gonna go ahead and clear out that link. He shows 4 Adepts. That's an odd number. You don't expect 4 Adepts, but Dark already has a good read. I think the Bailing Nest making a ton of links. This might not work out here for Creator. Now he can always fall back, but he should throw down his 4th Nexus very soon. Sorry, 3rd Nexus? Did I say 4th? The Creator does not know that Dark has this good of a read. He sees 5 Queens, he sees Banelings morphing, he sees those links. He still can go for it now. He doesn't know how far those Banes are in the morph process though. Dark trying to go for that Warp Prism. Can he get the kill? No, unfortunately not. But Creator a little bit aggressive maybe with that Warp Prism here. The Shades are gonna threaten those links, so they have to get pulled back. We do see a Roach Warren on the way. 10 more links here. Dark is playing this extremely defensive. Only on 38 drones. Creator needs to kind of realize this. Go back home. Honestly, I think he cannot hold this third base. This is gonna be super aggressive by Dark. It's gonna be an all-in by Dark here. He's going up to another gas, and he might just go into a bunch of Ravagers with this. Now he's gonna go back to droning. We see one drone. Is that the sign? Is that the belts? We are back to droning now. Yeah, 3 drones. It feels like though he needs to get something done with this big amount of... He was ready for a huge commitment, and Creator didn't give it to him. Now if Creator gets up to Colossi, and he's proceeding in that way, before Dark gets across the map, well then that's gonna be terrible news for Dark. Now, sentries of course are gonna be very strong against any Ling Bane aggression as well, so I don't know man, Dark is not looking so hot in this game. Creator is looking nice if he can keep his army together, if he can be in a good position. Sentry is gonna get warped in here at that natural to keep that one safe. Should get that Stalker into safety as well. He's sniping the Banes with those units from the Warp Prism. That's a great play. He wants to do it again here. Can he do it? Another 2 Adepts are gonna pop out here and try to get the snipes. Can he get those? Man, that would be so amazing. If he can get all the Banes before they connect to anything, then he's just gonna wreck that. Now he does have enough. Probably has an overcharge ready here for that sentry potentially. He's gonna transfer some probes, and yeah, Dark is going up to back to droning only. He's gonna pull back. Opening looking extremely nice here for Creator. You have to love this. Now he's going into those Colossi. He's gonna have the first one out in a few moments here. Already halfway done, going into that second Robo. And once he hits 2 Colossi, he can just easily take a 4th base with that one. Gonna get a few more Warp Gates out of his infrastructure, but this is kind of the extent of Protoss to some degree. He gets his 4th, and then it's going to be extremely difficult, especially against a mobile composition like Ling Bane on such an open map. He's going to have a tough time. Dark even making it a little bit more open by breaking these rocks. Love to see it. It's going to be easier to engage, harder to force field. But so far, this is still looking like finally at 66 probes or 66 workers. Finally, Dark is going to be on pair in the worker department. He might just go for another round of his all-in. He's gonna double expand though. Currently, he's gonna go into +1 melee. He's getting Roach speed. He's getting Baneling speed. Once all of these upgrades are finished, he could go for another big attack. But yeah, you need to keep one of these bases alive. That's why I like the double expand. But if you go double expand, you kind of want to make drones, right? Oh my god, man, so many force fields. Unfortunately, missing a few of those, and the Colossi not getting the value they wanted to, but this is such a big commitment here. So many links are dying. It's a nice cancel, but is it worth it? It's arguably. I don't think it is. I think he lost a few too many links there. Creator has like a link shredding army, man. Glazed Adepts +1 already, and about to be +2, and then like 4 Colossi. If you want to go in that with links, man, they're never gonna like win that fight. It's impossible. And he has like what, 5 sentries or so, 6 sentries. It's basically impossible. It's so good against links, man. This is the anti-ling force. If you are Protoss, the only thing that would make this stronger would be like Archons against links, right? At this point, no, but no. We have so many sentries here. He's gonna go across the map. There's a bunch of Ravagers though. And this might just be the perfect amount to permanently break those force fields. But Creator, he could just kill these bases here on the left. He sees the army, he has taps on it with the prism. He's gonna go into the left here, and he keeps this group back. So he wants to lure in the army from Dark here and force field in as many units as he can and just kill it with those Colossi. 5 Colossi, man. Creator, the master of Colossus. Now, Banelings, actually a bunch of Banelings blew up on like a couple of Stalkers here, only killing 1 of them. And he needs to reinforce this. Adepts here to try and keep the space safe. He's not gonna get that one. But the push is about to commence here. There's still a flank. Oh my god, that's so many banelings. But they shouldn't do anything. He's gonna lose this base though. But if he just kills Dark in the meantime, who cares? Now Creator's gonna kill the first base. He needs to keep this base alive. Warping in maybe sentries would have been the key play here to keep this natural alive. Now he's kind of getting forced into a base trade, but it's only Lynx on the other side. Man, one Baneling, man. If he can focus down that one Baneling with the cannon, that would be perfect. But unfortunately, he's gonna stay alive. It's gonna be a good play against those probes. Now we do see most of these Lynx are gonna run across the map. We do have a bunch of paints. Oh my god, that's so many paints, but so many force fields. And 5 Colossi still. He doesn't care about paints, man. He's just shredding them. Throwing down 50 force fields here to just keep them away from himself. And most of the Banes are depleted at this time. The Colossus are just standing strong. He does not care about this army from Dark. He just has too much. But on the other side, man, Dark is still ravaging this base. There is only a few units, though. The big engagement is starting to happen here. The Colossus are comped up. But still, Banes against Colossi, they're never gonna kill them. This is looking better and better here for Creator. Starting to push through, chewing through this army. He needs to be careful though still. All of these Colossi, if he can snipe these Ravagers, man, then the army from Dark is just not gonna be enough. And it's not gonna be enough from Dark in the end. Creator is gonna take the first map. Wow. Amazing push here. What a anti-Ling army he just made there, man. That was so crazy. Now, great first game. Creator takes the lead. Can he close it out? If not in the second map, maybe in the third map. We'll have to wait and see. But Creator, it would be a great finish for him if he can advance over Darky into those finals. I think we need one more caster. Dave. Invite to game. There we go. Yeah, I know that Dave got into trouble with wording and phrasing and stuff like that. But yeah, as you advised, we're gonna leave that topic to what it is. So yeah, let's just focus on this game. Excuse me, I'm having a little bit of a cold here still, but we are jumping into the next game. And it is gonna be in the bottom right of Whispers of Gold, Dark, and in the top left, up 1-0, Creator. Now, Whispers of Gold. So earlier the map was Frostline, right? It's a map difficult to hold on to a lot of bases. This kind of plays the similar way. Once you go above 4 bases, it's a little bit easier, I guess, to reach out to a 5th base, but you just grow so fast into your opponent's kind of area of the map that a fast-paced style or a very aggressive timing push are super dangerous on this map as well. And these kind of areas, they are very, very open. If you look at this, like this as a 3rd base, for example, for Creator, even though this is blocked off, once this is broken, you can create such a huge arc. If you get up this ramp and come in here, you can just create such a powerful arc, even if you don't get up this ramp. If you fight from this side at this side, it's not an arc, but it's like a kind of half square shape, right? Like a triangle position you can set up there. It's like a 90-degree corner where you can fight, but you can still extract so much value. Now this base is kind of the more taken 3rd base because it has these kind of rocks blocking this a little bit and making this just a tiny bit smaller. But this opens up such a exposed area down here between your bases, so it's very difficult to take actually a 3rd base on this map and hold that one. Now we'll have to wait and see. Kind of in the first game, both players went for an all-in, and Creator's all-in just happened to counter Dark's all-in. So he was quite far ahead after the opening, and both players did not commit to their all-in. So they just retained the units they had, but the scaling was just 10 times better for Creator. And he went into the perfect amount of extra units and the perfect extra units to just outplay Dark in that last game. Now, of course, he made a few tiny mistakes here. By the way, we're throwing down a Stargate in a defensive position. I like this play. I'm going to talk a little bit about this later, but in the last game, Creator made a few tiny mistakes. For example, when I was saying when the attack happened on his 4th base or 3rd base or whatever it is, and he lost that one, and then it went into the natural. If he warps in a couple sentries there, he just holds that way longer and makes it way more difficult for Dark to actually breach in. Then, like, he warped in a Adept at that point, right? So, like, tiny things like that could make him an even more excellent player. Now, let's talk about the Stargate and why I like this positioning. Most people would throw down the pylon kind of around here and make the Stargate about here. So the pylon is still in reach of the Nexus, gets the extra warp gate thing, whatever. Or just create some space here for some infrastructure. This one is more like a Twilight position, and he did play Twilight last game. So and he saw the scouting pattern of the Overlord from Dark. So if Dark ever comes and just kind of scoots by here and looks for the tech, it's gonna see no Stargate. Now Dark is not doing that, but he's even pulling these oracles, right? So he wants to hide this. This is a really smart play in my opinion. Now Dark on the other side should always get ready for oracles in my opinion, because it's just so standard and you kind of do anyways. Also it helps you against different things. If you get a Spore, it's gonna not only be good against oracles, but also against DTs, for example. So there is a lot of arguments to get those Spore Crawlers up. But as we already see a Roach Warren, no Spore Crawlers, maybe he's misreading this once again. He does not know about these oracles. He does not know about the Stargate. He sees no oracle at a timing window, but Creator just pulled them. Now he's gonna go in with 4 Adepts and 2 oracles at the same time. Kind of key when they lastly are gonna get scouted. One Spore is gonna get up, but that's kind of an anti-DT Spore, as you can see here. Another Spore now being thrown down in that main base. Could go to try to assassinate some queens, but oh my god, that's a good queen positioning though. Not gonna kill that oracle though. That's key here for Creator to keep that one alive. He's not gonna lose those. Unfortunately, his opening did not do as much harassment damage as he wanted it to do. But he's really making Dark work for his defense here. It's not like, hey, I have 2 queens here in the Spore and 2 queens here with the Spore and you can't really do anything. No, he made Dark sweat. He displaced all of these drones. He's gonna lose 1 oracle though. Dark had to evacuate the whole main base into the natural. That's a big investment as well. As you can see here, he peaked up over 1,000 more income than Dark, therefore this period of harassment. That's damage in itself. Even though he didn't kill as much, it still forced a huge reaction just by hiding these units for a little bit longer. So I think, all in all considered, good opening here by Creator. Now robotics facility on the way, few more gateways, Twilight finishing up, Forge is already done. We're gonna see Blink and +1 come in, standard follow-up. No glaives this time. It's gonna overcharge that oracle, I'm gonna throw down possibly a few more stasis traps. And most likely gonna go up to 4 bases here very soon. Now Dark going up to his 4th base as well. Gotta have his lair in a moment. +1 is started. Roach speed should start as well here in a second. And he's just droning for now. He's actually going up to a lot of drones, so no 69 work all in here. And Creator is gonna be happy once he sees these drones trying to transfer. He will know, oh yeah, okay, you're not gonna all in me, so I actually have some time. Oh man, he's even happier now after killing 6 of those. Oh, 4, I guess. 1 is gonna get saved. I can't count apparently, so it was 5 in the first place. Hydra speed. Hydra speed here. 9 more overlords. They're kind of supply blocked at the moment here. Had to make a lot of them. And this might be a key moment for Creator to come in and break Dark. The timing on these Hydras is off. He was supply blocked. Now, they are in production, but they're not here yet. Let's actually look at the units that are out. It's 18 links and 4 roaches. Now, trying to utilize them as Ravagers, because there is a lot of force field energy here for our Protoss player. Can he make something happen before these Hydras are out? Now, Queens, of course, are going to be a nice assistance here in this defense, but a bunch of Stalkers coming in now. 4 Ravagers to break this force field might just be enough. We do have the Oracle behind, but no stasis traps actually set up. He does have the energy now. He's going to utilize a tag, actually, so he's going to only sit on 1 Oracle with energy here. And Creator does not have a 4th base, by the way. He's committed to this push now. He's still making workers, but he needs to kind of get this base. He needs to get this base or get a lot of workers or get an excellent trade. Now he's blinking back after creating a big force field wall, but not really getting the value he's looking for, and he's kind of falling back now. He's going into that extra tech, robotics bay on the way, second robo on the way. But where you're gonna go with no 4th base here as Creator? And if you wait for your Colossi to be out, to take that 4th, you're gonna be so far behind, because that's when Dark is already taking his 5th, maybe even 6th. I wonder. There's not gonna be Storm. And it's an easy step for Dark to get into Vipers from this point. So, as far as the advantage went for Creator in the other game, after the early game. Now, while the early game looked very good for Creator, it's actually an insane position for Dark. Now, Dark running into these stasis traps here, getting trapped a lot of his units. Can Dark still overpower this, though? Here's an Oracle with a full energy. He's just setting up stasis traps now during the fight. It's kind of a brilliant idea, but maybe it's too little too late here. So many Hydras are just pushing this, and meanwhile, Zealots are taking or are dealing damage here across the map, but Dark might just kill this base. I don't think you can save this as Creator. Yeah, he has to evacuate. A lot of probes also falling. He gets a few out. And he needs to immediately retake a base in a different location. He's just rallying over here. But this was, I guess it was blocked. I don't know. 3 sheer batteries without power. That's so much structures without usage. Now the first Colossus is going to be here. No range though. No second one on the way. Once he loses that one, it's going to be lights out. He should be able to push this back though with the power of that Colossi. But at what cost? He lost the base. He lost all of these structures here. We're going to have a look in a moment how much that actually was. The Zealots didn't have charge, so they didn't deal that much damage. And yeah, let's actually look at this. 2 geysers, a pylon, a cannon, 4 shield batteries, and a nexus. That's a lot of structures you have invested in, and they're not gonna be there. Oh my god, and he loses the prism here. Now, I think the next push should overpower. As I said, the Colossus weren't in production. He's trying to chrono boost them out now. If he can get Colossus range and 3 Colossus now, he might have a chance, but this might just be the perfect timing here for Dark. He's gonna snipe the first Colossi. He should be able to intercept the reinforcing 2 Colossi. No, they're not even gonna be out in time to help in this battle, it seems. And Creator has to GG. Dark's gonna take one on the board. There you go, man. Dark looking strong, of course. He is Dark. Kinda would love to see the result or the standing of the other best of 3 currently. The next map is going to be Ley Lines. We're gonna hop into this one. Now, 1-1. After pulling off such a miracle victory in the first map, this guy just made him look a fool in the second one. It is Dark in the top right. And in the bottom left, it is Creator. Things not really working out the second map. But it feels like on Whispers of Gold, I have rarely seen him win actually a PvZ recently, so... Might be the map. Have to wait and see how he wants to play this one though. Definitely a quite different map from the first two ones, so we'll have to wait and see. I'm kind of expecting a standard play this time. It didn't really go standard about the way he opened last game or how he played it out, even though it was the standard pack choices. Now, I'm kind of expecting a standard play and a approach to go into fast carrier play from creator or fast target units. Now this is kind of funny. As you can see, he's waiting, and he's also waiting. And there's no one waiting here. And this is really funny, yeah. Dark likes to wait. He's peaking up to 500. Now, can he block this? Now, he's waiting here as well. Yeah, he can... No! Oh! Oh! If Creator has... He has the money. Yeah! Now, Dark is gonna have to delay the wall. No, Creator, go back! Go back! Go back! Go back! Go back! Go back! Oh, he could block this even further. Now, Dark's gonna cancel this, maybe? And throw down his natural? No, he's actually waiting for the money. Okay, so yeah. Here we go, man. Already things going crazy. Now Creator has to wall kind of behind this, and the pylon doesn't reach well enough to place this in a good position, it seems. And he has to produce a zealot to break this hatchery. Now Dark probably cannot utilize this opening, but maybe he can bust this wall later because it's gonna be a fishy wall. And maybe it forces Creator to place his tech structure into this to just block the area. Maybe he's just gonna throw down a quicker second gate to try and block this one. No, Dark is gonna throw down a third hatchery here immediately. This is a fast third though. So basically why he has such a fast third, while he still had that one across the map, is he does not produce a second queen. Right? So he delayed his second base so much that he can't produce a second queen. So he has excess minerals actually to throw down that third base faster. Now, we have a drone on scouting duty here, and that's something you rarely see. You don't really have anything to kill it off if you went for a zealot first, of course. So this... Oh, the adept actually went in there. So the drone should have been able to get the scout on that Stargate, but it didn't. Only saw the position of the pylon, though. That is a revealing position, though. If you are expecting this to be a Stargate, that would be the position it would be in. Dark only going for speed. Discarding any gas mining afterwards. Creator kind of scouting a weird way around the map. He's looking for links, basically. But he's not gonna find any. 2 adepts and a zealot. Now this is a tag team that can take on queens. And as we said earlier, the second queen was delayed for Dark, so now he's only sitting at 3 queens. He doesn't really have too many queens. Fourth one about to pop, but he needs to be careful, man. That zealot gets on top of the queen, it's gonna be quick work. Oh, he went off creep. I feel like there was an opportunity, but Creator not realizing or not just deciding to go against this one. We do have links coming across the map. Overlord is gonna find the scout and the oracle here, of course, so everything is... everybody knows everything, and everything is looking super weird, but kind of standard. Now we do have a bunch of links trying to surround his adepts, but the oracle is gonna keep them safe. And Zealot made it back. Now that's a nice cancel though. Since the Oracle had to guard these adepts. Oh, Zealot? Zealot? Oh. Dark gets the cancel on that one. And he loses the Zealot, that's an unfortunate loss. He could have made that a wallkeeper, gatekeeper for example. Gonna utilize attack here, the Oracle not really finding harassment. And that being said though, Dark is only sitting at 30-ish drones and Creator's already up at 40. Drone on the third base again here. Can Dark snipe this once more? He has enough units, but the Oracle is there and he's not gonna commit. Or is he? Now, Oracle coming in is gonna snipe a couple drones here, getting actually decently low. Dark, is this walled? Does this wall this thing? This looks so weird, but yeah, I guess it does. I guess this is not passable terrain. This you might trip over. So yeah, Dark is trying to click there. I saw this one. It just doesn't work. Like, wait, I can't go there. Twilight Forge which was also scouted. So he knows. Creator's going standard. Himself, Dark is going for a +1 melee attack upgrade. And for extra drones now. He needs to catch up in the drone department. If he can snipe oracles, that would be amazing there. Not gonna fight the first one though. Creator keeping them alive. Dark should be nice and tight against any pressure here from Creator. Oh, Creator actually shading in here, trying to split off the Adepts, 2 to tank and 2 to assassinate those drones. But that Spore Crawler position was actually really great here, helping Dark in that defense. Now 2 Oracles are gonna go and find these Creep Chimmers, and they should scout that base on their return. I'm gonna get a few drones first. Oh, that's a little bit aggressive. Gonna attack that base. And Creator sees the oracles across the map and he's like, alright, maybe I don't have one at home, but I actually have a third one, so I can't harass this base. Lincoln +1, getting chrono boosted, extra gateways coming online. Robotics facility transition is in progress. Creator hasn't scouted that 4th base yet. He's going for some extra drones here, actually some nice damage. And he could snag some links, he already turned off the oracles. 5th base on the way. 4th base on the way. +1 about to finish. In-base hatchery. Ladies and gentlemen, what does this say to you? Even though there is a roach warren, Dark really wants to go extremely aggressive on his production. Lair is about to finish up. This might be a Ling Bane style with a few roaches or ravages mixed in to break some force speed. This is such a Telek hatchery here. Really wants to get that production up. Now, that being said though, if this is going to be a repeat of game number 1, I like the chances for Creator. He's going into a 4th base. This is a nice position. It feels kind of defendable. And he's going into Colossi, which I really like. And going into double... wow. Go double the Robo Colossi, so he's going to have a bunch of them. And he's going faster into his charge this time. That's a great addition. So he should have charge whenever... Oh my god, he's actually going into Disruptors. I think he's misreading this one. Let's see if he scouted that roach one. He didn't. But I feel like he's misreading this. Even though there's going to be roaches, there's going to be ravagers, it's going to be mostly about the Ling Bane. And that's where you kind of want to have Colossi over Disruptors. It might be only one Disruptor. We're going to have to wait and see. I hope he does only get one and he commits heavier into Colossi. But this is going to be Hive play. Well, Dark, man. I mean, it doesn't hurt to have... Oh, that's a great stasis. It doesn't hurt to have a macro hatch, I guess. But it is interesting. Now, if Dark doesn't commit to a big Ling Bane aggression at around this time, then not going for too many Colossus might be helpful. Getting into that Storm is key here. Getting that Templar Archives. Because with the Hive, of course, there's gonna be the Vipers, and Vipers just don't care about Colossi. That's a great forest of stasis traps here. Creator really making a bunch of stasis. They also grant a bunch of vision, as you can see here. He has so much vision in this area, it's kind of gross. Now still Dark gets a Sneakerling across, and we'll find that 5th base. Now Creator gets a scout in, he sees this macro hatchery, which is a interesting tell, but he also... Oh, he did not see that lair. He did see the roach one, but not the lair. And is this going to be a lurker approach? Most likely here in a moment. Viper's coming online. Adrenal online, Bailing Speed about to finish. The Dark is getting a lot of tools. And already preparing for a tech switch. With that Hydra Den. Now that's a nice stasis trap again. So many links though, but we have Colossi. We have Colossi on break. Drinking some coffee. Everything else is trying to scramble a defense here. But it's not going to be enough. 5th base has to get cancelled. Now Colossi are going to reveal themselves here, standing strong in that middle. I mean, look at this. This is so great with all these stasis traps. Now he can go ahead and snipe these even. But, I mean, Creator's gonna go across the map, it seems. 2 Disruptors, 2 Colossi. He's reinforcing with 1 more Colossi and an Immortal. He's building up some more stasis traps. He's just kind of poking. and trying to fight in the middle and utilize these stasis wards. I'd love to see that approach, kind of utilizing every tool that Protoss has, and then whenever Dark pushes in, he's gonna throw down some disruption novas. Oh wow, that was a nice blinding, sorry, parasitic bomb there. They aggressively stare down that observer that they don't see because it's invisible. Now, the creator did fall back a little bit, and the stasis traps in the south did run out. Now, he is a little bit exposed. That's a nice stasis here on those banelings again on the right. With Colossi, 3 to grab. The perfect amount for those Vipers. Nice feedbacks though. Getting the full energy Vipers. That Archon should have been a little bit further back to be maybe in between those cannons to get full value. Now banelings are rolling into those zealots, but it's still enough, man. Those stasis traps really saving Creator here. And he snipes that base in the north. Now he can sandwich this army, and that might be a nail in the coffin if he just loses these roaches. But yeah, if he can kill those disruptors, man, kind of blocking his own disruption over there. That base is still safe. Creator looking good. He's looking good. Can Dark make this happen? Can he scramble another defense? He has those Vipers recharged again. A few blinding clouds could do wonders, but he's gonna go for the abducts. Into what units though? That Colossus might stay safe. Yeah, man, he's gonna get rallied back 17 HP. And Creator is gonna take it serious. Can't believe it, man. Dark with a few minor mistakes, and Creator capitalizing on those. Not gonna let that one slip. Great games here.